Okay. You ever had those like back in the day those stern grandmas who would just give you this look like, and it just says you know better. I've been in those moods lately, so I was just like, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. So, we are going to ask Tarot information we need to know about homosexuality, you know, sexual encounters simply to have a temporary stay of residence, you know, and if this is untreated, this can become where you're doing criminal activity to others so that they can experience homelessness as you are. And this needs to be discussed because there's a lot of people's emotions being toyed with so that individuals can make sure that they have their basic needs met, but they're not being aware that when they have their basic needs being met, they weren't appreciating it. They were exploiting others with it. So now, homosexuality, this topic is coming up because we are living in a time where our children, especially if you're a father and if you have a daughter, not to be overbearing over her, but you need to let her know there will be some men who will impersonate healthy men. Also, there will be women who impersonate healthy women. Also, this is going to be biggest for the sons because women who are not able to obtain their idealized way of life will do homosexuality as well, okay? We'll get a message from Tarot, and then we're going to get a message from Angela Davis. Alrighty. Thank you, beautiful Palo Santo, for this moment of cleansing. So, if you guys are not aware, the death tolls have definitely risen. A lot of individuals are having to pay back debt, and they did not actually take the time to get to know who they were borrowing things from, you know? So, I guess I'll give you guys like a little sneak peek. I just simply asked to borrow a cup of sugar. You never paid me back, and it's been years. If you have someone who's going to get upset with you over something they once took for granted because they thought the bigger the item they had more value, and now you both are learning a lesson of accountability, this is where you have to be aware. Am I getting upset with someone over something that I can't control? And am I harming them because I can't control the situation out of my own fear-based reactions? If you cannot be honest with yourself about that, homosexuality is not going to be a good bet, okay? For those who are doing homosexuality, they're not aware that they are attracting very psychotic individuals. It'll be very hard to get rid of them. Yeah. So we're blessed with the Sun card. Homosexuals will like to impregnate you. The Three of Swords in reverse. They like healthy people. Healthy people have a more, empathetic radar, so it's easier to, see where they're at, at that point in time and be very soothing for them. And with the Three of Pentacles, homosexuals will plan and plot to basically take from you and hide what they're doing. And this is where you have a lot of karmic cycles developing between individuals because one genuinely loved another and another simply exploited their emotional vulnerabilities. So, I hope that information helped you guys, alright? If you're out here dating, just realize that it takes time, and anyone who's trying to put a time limit on getting to know you and the way they might be doing it can be very insidious in nature long term, this is more than likely a homosexual. But if it's genuine and it naturally happens and flows like the river, this is not a homosexual. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this raw moment, and I will see you at your palette pals of choice. For the following, pick a card. Messages from Angela Davis. Welcome, beautiful Pal One. Thank you for being present. Pal One, I want to say thank you to whoever has left a timestamp, and for all those who are, showing appreciation and gratitude for the people who leave the timestamps. You are greatly appreciated as well. Let's get a message from Angela Davis for you. And yeah, my stomach is growling. I do need to eat. So this is, so I feel like Pal One, you guys are practical and spiritual at the same time. You're not the spiritual individuals who are like, woo woo gaga, woo woo gaga, and there's no evidence for your spiritual practices. You're very well balanced in the nature where you're able to understand, yes, I'm meditating, and yes, I have to make sure I have my rent paid at the same time. Yes, I am learning to balance my chakras, but I still need to use wisdom when I'm communicating with people, okay? So Pal One, you have a very balanced, logical, practical side, as well as a very balanced spiritual side as well. And this is what makes individuals who are disconnected from themselves, with the Five of Pentacles upright, and with the Lovers in reverse, and with the Five of Swords, and with the Strength in reverse. They're very afraid of you because they know that you're able to see from the perspective of the robber and the robbed. And if you're able to see how to rob them when they were trying to rob someone else, well, they're afraid of being called out. And this is why you have dealt with individuals with the Six of Wands in reverse, with the Five of Swords, who have tried to pick fights with you, because they don't want you to be seen for your truth. They want you to be seen as they are, and they want to be seen as you are seen, because they're not able to get any help. When I say they are attracting conflict after conflict, this is how bad they treated others. And now they're in serious regret because they understand with this Moon card, with this King of Pentacles, how much abuse they subjected one to over a lifetime. It is so wealthy that the amount of abuse they're going to have to tolerate for the rest of their days, Pal One, is an abundance of abuse. And they're not going to be able to just have another sob story. They're going to have to really understand and understand how they have negatively impacted communities, because they simply did not want to express that they were upset. Yet they saw you as a threat because you're balanced logically and spiritually. These are individuals who are so illogical, they will take spirituality to a place where it doesn't have any existence and then lie about it to others so that they can get their basic needs met without actually being responsible, without actually having open, healthy communication to discuss where they are falling short so they can actually get help. Because literally what they want is greed. The people we're speaking about, Pal One, are individuals, you can give them fire and they'll say, well, I want meat. You give them meat, well, I want some sides with it. And so these people are experiencing what it is like to be exploited and still not getting their basic needs met. So messages from Angela Davis, Pile 1. You are well balanced, and individuals who are not well balanced do not understand that they cannot rattle you. So stay calm, cool, collected, and very diplomatic in your communicative dealings with these individuals of this type. And you're going to see how they're going to break down on their own. Okay? Let's clear the energy that's very heavy. You guys are very brave and strong to be going through this, because this type of gang stalking will drive a very weak-minded individual up the wall and into a madhouse. And that's what's happening for those who have tried to do this to you. That's it, Pal 1. Have a great day. Welcome, beautiful Pal 2. Thank you for being present. Let's get you messages from Angela Davis. And this is the beginning of Pal 2. Please be kind enough to leave the timestamps if you are curious about Pal 2. We have 4 of Wands and the Hanged Man and the 9 of Wands. So messages from Angela Davis with the Ace of Cups. Individuals who are quite arduous in relationships. When I say arduous, I mean with the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Cups standing out here and the Knight of Wands, they will have you in multiple third-party situations only because they want to ensure that if they get into an argument with one love interest, they'll have another backup. These we're going from the channel message, HoboSexuality. These are hobosexuals. They're not doing it because they do not want commitment. They truly desire commitment with the Ace of Cups. But because they're not willing to, confront their own demons, and they're just projecting their insecurities onto others, they're basically unable to maintain stability. This is why we have the 4 of Wands here present and the Hanged Man. And with the Moon here, this is something that they don't want people to know. But you do have those who are actually, stable, and this takes time to understand that and see that. And those who are actually stable, they're going to be like, let's take our time, because I've earned my keep and my stability, and I want to ensure that you're on the same path with me. You're attracting someone who has dealt with very gold diggerish individuals if you're a divine feminine. And they are, even though they feel emotions and they're attracted to you as well, they want to ensure that you're not a gold digger. This is healthy because it's not like, oh my gosh, you're my twin flame, we're supposed to be together. This is something healthy because you're having the communication where, hey, your finances are your finances and mine's are mine's. And I don't care if we've been together 59 years. If I don't want to share my finances with you, I don't have to. And if you try to convince me over time, a long period of time, for me to share my finances with you, then we're just not going to work. You're attracting someone who's like, okay, I definitely understand it. Because what I have built for myself, I'm not losing it due to dealing with someone who has a bunch of toxic people attracted to them. So if you're the divine feminine, your masculine has dealt with toxic women who are attached to toxic men who will try to kill them for what they can do and what they are able of accomplishing, okay? And if you are divine feminine, you are protecting yourself from toxic masculines who are hobosexuals, who will attach themselves to toxic feminines, who will try to destroy you. So basically, what this sounds like you basically guys are dealing with is a case of envy and jealousy, to the point where you guys are learning self-sufficiency on a whole nother mastered level. And hobosexuals, with this 7 of Cups, they start to understand why you need to be grounded in reality if you have a dream. Because the hobosexuals I'm picking up on that you and your divine counterpart may encounter, these are people who will sell somebody a dream and string them along for years and years, and you never see an investment. And they will convince you it's because the market isn't working, but literally the law of attraction is working so well, and they're trying to hide it and disguise it. They're attracting poverty and everything that is connected to poverty because that is what they are at a soul level. And then they try to emotionally manipulate you so you can feel some kind of way about their situation. What these people are not understanding is that we now live in a world where if you're an adult and you're not responsible, you're going to suffer, but the child will be provided for. So, Power 2, you've dealt with some very immature, childlike mental people who are starting to see that they're going to not have their basic needs met and not receive any help. And that is your message from Angela Davis. Welcome, Pal 3. Hello, Pal 3. Hopefully someone has left the timestamp. If not, you know. But it's all good. So let's get messages from Angela Davis for you guys. It's going to be a short one. These messages have been very heavy, but I do want to say I'm very grateful. Okay, this one to turn upside down. This one to turn upside down. Ooh. Okay. All right. And Tarot talking, you listen. Whew. So this message is an urgent message, all right? Message from Angela Davis. Angela Davis, she had a divine counterpart too. So this is Four of Wands. Message from Angela Davis. You are safe and sound, okay? Angela Davis is letting you know you and your divine counterpart are both safe. Your divine masculine is sending you messages of good tidings and celebration, okay? And it's planning something. And this is your actual divine counterpart, not somebody who's trying to basically get access to what's yours, okay? And with the hangman here, Angela Davis is just letting you know your divine counterpart is letting you know it's all good. Take your time on your healing journey. There's no time limit where, okay, I'm ready, but you ain't ready, so I'm got to apply pressure to you. This is a message from someone who's like, I understand, overstand, understand. You got to take your time because I understand that if I am a stressor to you, it's not going to be pretty for me. So the divine masculines are understanding. Honor the divine feminines. So the message here is take all your time you need to heal. You know, what's meant to be will be. And instead of you rushing and forcing it, it'll be very beautiful and peaceful when you and your divine counterpart actually have a physical encounter, such as speaking and having a conversation if you guys actually haven't communicated yet. Let's clear the energy, and I hope you guys have a great day.